Our values are what makes us tick. They're the foundation stones and building blocks of who we are. And when they're being honoured, life is fulfilling. And when they're not, well, it isn't. Once you've identified your own individual personal values, not those given to you by society or by your family, then it's easier to work on honouring them even further and therefore achieve your own personal and career goals. In this clip, I'll be working on Jane's value of creativity. You can do this yourself, and the key is to be patient and specific. So Jane, you said that one of your values could be creativity. What does that word mean to you?
I think creativity is bringing something new into being, so that might sound a bit odd. What does that mean? That means having a kind of collaborative process, either with somebody else. So obviously if it's acting, then that's obviously a completely creative process. But also in home life as well, how I can make things interesting and maybe a bit innovative, and just bringing things off and away from a treadmill existence. I think that's what creativity is really about. It's just not plodding along. It's mixing things up. It's changing things around.
So there's an element of newness to it all.
Yes, it's exciting. It's exciting. It's sort of it keeps you on your toes. It keeps you alive and energized, and so it's less of I've really got to go and do this, and it's I get a chance to actually do something interesting and create my own opportunities and create things that will be going on in my life that will be more interesting and possibly exciting for me.
So it sounds like it might feed into other potential values of yours, like relationships or community or connection or something like that.
Well, at the moment, I never like to sort of stay still with things. I think I need to be very proactive always. And I think being proactive is a very creative process. I don't think you can have one without the other. So, for example, I like to create my own opportunities. So that would be, at the moment, I'm writing. I've got different ideas. So I'm in that very creative process of writing scripts, of both collaboratively and on my own. So that is a huge thing at the moment for me. And then on top of that, there is also starting a film production company as well, which is, again, you need to be creative with that. Okay, there's a lot of admin, there's lots of nuts and bolts and things like that. But overall, the whole process is a very creative process. So there's that in order to create more acting opportunities as well.
So sounds like a very important value of yours.
Yes, completely, 100%.
So on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would say 10, definitely.
How much are you currently honouring that value, do you think?
I think it's pretty high. I think it would be about 9 at the moment.
Okay. So to get it to a 9.5, what's one thing that you could do?
I would say probably I would bring more creativity into my home life. So if that I would say would be, with my son, that would be thinking of more creative things to do with him that isn't sort of too much of a routine's important, but not too much.
For example, what then? What are you going to commit to doing?
More crafts.
So when are you going to do it?
So I would probably say, no, not probably, let's make it definite, shall we? So Monday, tomorrow. Tomorrow evening.
And you know specifically
because he's away during the day, so I know exactly what I'm going to do. Okay. Yes.
That's good enough for me.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Okay.